Okay, so recording is in process now. I'm going to share my screen. So screen one. Okay. So everybody can see my screen now, yeah? Okay. So what I want you to do for the materials and assignments, you need to go to elisa.ugm.ac.id, right? And then you look for me, you look for my name, Linda Yanti Sulistiawati, and then you look for this one, IEL FH 2020. So you click that komunitas, yeah, you click that komunitas, and then you'll get yourself here, right? Okay, so this is the name of the komunitasnya, and then this is your password, IEL 2020, right? Once you put in the password, you should be able to join the community, right? Okay, most of you sahkan semua. Okay, so everybody's in, 12 people are in. The rest can do it yourself. You don't need my sahkan, yeah, you can do it yourself. Okay, so within this, oh, there's more people, okay, coming in. Within this community, you go to your column, di bawah balai-balai, you'll see reading list. Okay, you click that reading list, and then you'll see this materi belajar, guys. Okay, why is it important? It's important because I want you to see the syllabus of IEL 2020. Okay, when you click on it, you'll be able to see can you be able to see this? Do you see the syllabus, everybody? You're able to see the syllabus, yes?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Thank you.
All right. So everybody's on the syllabus now. Okay, we're going to go through the syllabus just for today because it's introduction. So I think most of you have already are accustomed with this. So as you see here, we have assignments, and then the lecture is only one this time, myself. And for this particular course, there's no midterm. So we have assignments, which is extra credit. So you don't really have to do it if you don't want to, which will be good for me because I don't have to grade them. But so you can submit them if you want, and you can just forego if you don't, if you think you do good in your exam. So there will be a final exam, which I think it would be, I don't know, I'm still thinking whether to do it on essay mode or multiple choice. So there is a chance of multiple choice because for me, it would be easier to grade, but for you, it would be harder if it's multiple choice. But anyhow, let's go to the recourse of the course and then decide. Right, and then class contribution. I also still would like to have class contribution from all of you. Okay. So no submission via email for the assignments, everything is on ELISA. So that's why it's very important for everybody to join the community on ELISA. Because it also has very strict deadline that it will close itself. Like I think I put it on 12 p.m. So before our class, you need to already submit it to like 1 hour before our class, right? Okay, so I need proofreading for your assignments and finals if we have essay. You can work in group, but the results of the assignments that are submitted need to be different. I don't want copy paste like 6 people doing exactly the same thing and then sending their individual work to me. That it would be weird. Okay, so the main reading for the course is this book, Philip Sands. Oh, I think I have a newer edition for Philip Sands. Where do you find it? You go back to ELISA, and then you click this one. This is the book. Okay, don't sell it to anyone. Okay, so it's only for educational purposes only. You read it religiously, and you don't copy it. You don't send it to people outside this IEL class because it's only for you to read and study. Okay. I add another book. This is my gift for you. This is a book I added last year with environmental law experts from Asia. So they write their experience, etc., and it's already published and it's free for everybody. So this one is okay lah. You can forward it to your friends and whatever. Yeah, but yeah. So two books. One is religiously read. One is leisurely read. You do whatever, whenever you think you have extra time. Okay. So, any questions so far? No questions. All right. Okay. So, where's the raise hand function for WebEx? I'm not quite familiar with WebEx, but anyway, we just go through this. Okay, so September 15th, today is course interview and a course introduction and overview, sorry. And I expect you to also already start reading. Satria, can you mute your microphone? I think your neighbor is renovating their house. Yeah, thank you. And then there's a hidden gem here, extra credit assignment for week 3. So week 3 is here. So these cases for week 3. Okay. So once you sort of read and then, do analysis and then identify parties, concept, principles, and significance of the cases of week 3, you can submit it again in ELISA here. Extra credit week 3, right? You can click it and then upload here. As you can see, the deadline is 29 September 2020 at 12 p.m., right? It's short, so I'm hoping to get not more than 2 pages. Okay, that's assignment extra credit. So, you can do it or you can leave it. Okay, any questions for the first assignment? Yes, Giuseppe?
Linda, can you hear me?
Yes.
Bu, if I may clarify, because there is several nuclear test case, which country is it?
It's the New Zealand and Australia and France.
Okay, thank you.
ICJ, yeah? ICJ case, yeah? Okay. All right. Okay, Griselda, you're okay? Okay,
I'm okay, Bu.
Okay. Okay. All right. So second week, next week, we'll have Indigenous people and international environmental law. I'm inviting Mas Ahlul, Louis Buana, right, to give us a guest lecture for the second week. I will also be there, but he is also active and he's an expert staff for the storytelling of Borobudur and Prambanan project of Kementerian Pariwisata Tourism Ministry. So I think he has a lot of things to say, and very interestingly, and I already asked him to be also give him like because he has books and also caricatures and cartoons. Well, you see that next week. I think it will be a very, very interesting lecture from him. And then week three is issues, concepts, definition, and history of international environmental law. You read Philip Sands, page 3 to 69. Well, actually, if you read like slowly for those 3 weeks, I think you'll get there. And then we'll discuss the cases that most of you would probably already read because of the extra credit. Okay. So week 4 is for governance in IEL, right? States, international organizations, and non-state actors, which we will discuss, right? I think I will talk about IPCC. It's on page 70 to 120. If you have any questions, just raise your hand, okay? Like online. Raise your hand online because I don't see any video, I don't think. Okay, so week 5, we have another guest lecture. This is a good friend of mine, Prof. Edwin Adrian. He's a professor in BPPT. He's also IPCC Bureau, my boss when we're in IPCC. And he is confirmed that he will be able to teach this class October 13th. And then after that, you have midterm holidays for this class. You have midterm for other classes, but midterm holiday for this class. Okay? And then we continue after. I inputted this wrongly. Sorry. Is this wrong? Yeah. So don't mind the dates, guys. I think I did it wrong. It's week 6. So week 6, we are going to talk about lawmaking and regulations. Page 123 till 169 in your Philip Sands book. We'll talk about the WHO case. Okay, there is also an extra credit assignment for those of you who are interested. Sorry, this is week 7, right? So this case, Trillion Smelter, right? Again, it's you go back to ELISA when you want to submit it, right? Extra credit week 7. You'll find it here, and deadline is November 3rd. My birthday. I just realized it. Sorry. So 12 p.m. November 3rd, 2 pages of Trillion Smelter. So Trillion Smelter is an old case in 1947 between British Columbia, Canada, and the Washington state in the US. Okay, so week 7 is Trillion Smelter. We'll talk about general principles of international environmental law. Week 8, November 10th, we have another guest lecture a good friend of mine also. She's a director of international relation in Singapore National Parks, Wendy Yap. So we'll get to hear her experience because she's also Singapore's representative in the CBD meeting, the United Nations Convention on Biodiversity. So I'm trying to get the release from her because apparently for Singaporean civil servant we have to send invitation, like very formal invitation, and she needs clearance from Singapore government, etc., etc. So we'll see. We'll hope that she would be available. She said she's available, but we'll hope she get clearance to talk to us on November 10th. And then the next week after that week is on climate change. We'll talk about very interesting case of Urgenda. Well, actually, in the Netherlands, they will say it Urgenda, which also an extra credit for you if you have time to read the case beforehand and then submit your analysis to me, right, on climate change. We'll talk about UNFCCC, the Framework Conference, United Nations Framework Conference on Climate Change. We'll talk about IPCC. Maybe some of it we already discussed with Prof. Edwin Aldrian earlier. And then we'll talk about the Paris Agreement also, which was the basis of the Urgenda case in the Netherlands. Okay, and then I think this is the final week because based on the new normal thing, guideline, why did I say thing? The new normal guideline from law faculty, they're saying that we only have 10 meetings instead of 12 or 14. So this is the last one, the last meeting. Liability for environmental damage, which I think most of it deals with national law, but I would like to have it because based on my previous experiences, students, although they already took environmental law, somehow it's still very hard for them to understand the liability for environmental damages and how to implement them in cases. So they have it. Philip Sands wrote it in the book, but I also give you two other opinions that deals directly with the case of COVID-19, which all of us are victims of. And then we'll discuss it in week 10. So those are the things that we will discuss for the 10 weeks of our classes. I usually have student presentations, but because we only have 10 weeks, there's no student presentations. But, feel free to raise your hand and, ask me any questions if you need to. We're all still dealing with this new normal. It's very awkward. But anyhow, that shouldn't stop us to learn things. So after that, you'll have study week, and then you have your finals. And also this course would also have a final. So any questions from the floor about the going ons of this class? If you have any questions. No questions? Hello?
No, miss.
Okay. So everybody understood what's going on? Yes. Okay. All right. So I also need a captain from the class. One captain for class A and one captain for class B, just so I can easily contact you. How did you guys know the link to meet for this class? Can somebody raise their hand?
Mas Wawan.
Okay, Mas Wawan. Did anybody receive the semester email?
Yes.
Oh, you do? The pengumuman from semester, you also received it?
Yes, we received it.
Okay. So I also need, maybe you can write it in Elisa later after your deliberation. Whether who wants to be the captain for class A and the captain for class B, just so if you have question, you can ask your captain to ask me, because like in most of the times the questions would be similar, and then or you can ask me directly here at Elisa. You can also ask me directly in Bale Bale. You'll see that you can just whatever chat whatever you want here. But if you want to go through your captain, and then it would be okay too, because most of you I know are shy and do not want to, type whatever on Elisa. Although I know on Instagram and Facebook you are not shy. So yeah, so let me know who is the captain for class A and who is the captain for class B, and then stop sharing. Okay. Stop sharing. Okay, and then we'll if there's any announcement like changes of lectures, etc., I will tell Mas Wawan, and I will also tell the captain, so the captains can communicate with uh, all of the class participants. Okay, any questions? Any questions from the floor? No? Okay, so let's see. Can you, if you go to Elisa and you download the book, okay, you just read. I forgot if I adjusted the pages accordingly, because the book that I give you is the newer version of the book that I quoted here. So just look at the titles of what I give you here as the topic for the week, and then you look at your Philip Sands soft copy, and then start reading according to the book, not the page, because the page might be wrong. The page that I give you in your syllabus. Okay. If there's no question, I'm going to let you go. So this first meeting is very short, which is common. And then next week we'll have Mas Louis Buena with us, and I expect everybody to come on time, be online on time, and then yeah, and then we'll discuss from there. Okay. All right. So I'll see you next week. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Bu.
Bye.
Thank you, Bu.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Thank you, Bu.
Bye.
Yeah, stay healthy, people.
Thank you, you too.
Stay healthy juga, Bu.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay.